Today's topic is Coulomb's law. In 1784, Charles Augustin de Coulomb studied the force between 2 point charges. Point charges means the size of the charges is very small in comparison to the distance. The distance is r and the size of the charge is very small in comparison to the distance. So the charge particles are called point charges. The force of attraction or repulsion between 2 point charges Q1 and Q2 is directly proportional to the product of the charges and inversely proportional to the square of the distance between them. The force of attraction or repulsion between 2 point charges is directly proportional to the product of the charges and inversely proportional to the square of the distance between them. It is directed along the line joining the charges. So mathematically, magnitude of force F is proportional to the magnitude of product of their charges mod of Q1, Q2 and inversely proportional to the square of the distance between them. So combining these two factors, we can write F is proportional to mod of Q1, Q2 by R square, or F is equal to K mod of Q1, Q2 by R square, where K is a constant of proportionality. It is also called electrostatic constant or Coulomb's constant. The value of K that depends upon the system of units used and the medium in which the two charges are placed. In vector form, we can express Coulomb's law. Suppose charge Q1 is placed at the origin of the coordinate system and charge Q2 is placed at a point P. The position vector of Q2 relative to Q1 is R vector. Then force on Q2 due to Q1 that can be written as F. So F is equal to K Q1 Q2 by R square into R cap, where R cap is equal to vector R by mod R and this is vector R by R. R cap is a unit vector along R vector. So here F is the force on Q2 due to Q1. So this is the Coulomb's law in vector form in which one charge is placed at the origin of the coordinate system. Q1 and Q2 has algebraic sign. The Q1 and Q2 may be positive or negative. Q1 into Q2 is positive for like charges and negative for unlike charges. We consider two like charges positive. They found to repel each other along the line joining the two charges. So this is your force F, force on Q2 due to Q1, and minus F, that is the force on Q1 due to Q2. So this is the case of repulsion. Similarly, we consider two negative point charges that are separated by the distance r. So this is also the case of repulsion. Force F on Q2 due to Q1 and force minus F on Q1 due to Q2. And two unlike charges attract each other. That means both force are along the line joining the two charges. So one is plus F, another is your minus F. So this is the case of attraction. So F is along r cap and away from Q2. F is along r cap and towards Q1. This is the case for unlike charges, and first is the case for like charges. For like charges, force is outward, this is outward, but for unlike charges, the force is inward. Let us find the value of Coulomb's constant, K. K depends upon the system of units and the medium in which the two charges are placed. K can be written as F into R square by mod of Q1 into Q2. In free space or vacuum or air, K can be written as 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught, where epsilon naught, it is pronounced as epsilon naught or epsilon 0. So epsilon naught is the permittivity of free space. Dimension and SI units of K. SI units of K. Dimension of K, that is dimension of F into dimension of R square divided by dimension of Q1 into dimension of Q2. Dimension of force is M L to the power minus 2. Dimension of R square, that is L square. Dimension of charge is AT into AT, and this is equal to M L cube to the power minus 4 A to the power minus 2. M stand for mass, L stand for length, T stand for time, A stand for ampere. SI unit of K is Newton meter square per Coulomb square. Then dimension of epsilon 0. Dimension of epsilon 0, that is equal to 1 by dimension of K. This is reciprocal of this, m to the power minus 1, L to the power minus 3, T to the power 4 and A square. So this is the dimension of epsilon naught. SI unit of epsilon naught is Coulomb square per Newton meter square, or it is Farad per meter. Value of epsilon naught, that is equal to 8.854 into 10 to the power minus 12 Coulomb square per Newton meter square. Then K is approximately equal to 9 into 10 to the power 9 Newton meter square per Coulomb square. Now Coulomb's law can be written as F vacuum or F naught equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 mod of Q1 Q2 by R square when the two charges are placed in vacuum. And when the two charges are placed in a medium, F medium, or we write Fm, then this is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon mod Q1 Q2 by R square. This is in a medium in which the two charges are placed, where epsilon is called permittivity of a medium. Epsilon characterizes the matter. It measures the electrical response to the force between two charges which are placed in a medium. Let us introduce a quantity that is called relative permittivity. Relative permittivity, epsilon r. We compare permittivity of a medium with respect to the permittivity of free space. Epsilon r is the ratio between permittivity of medium to the permittivity of free space. Epsilon r is always greater than 1 for any medium other than free space. For free space, epsilon r is equal to 1. For free space, vacuum or air, this is equal to 1. Epsilon r has no unit. It has no unit. Epsilon r is also written as K, capital letter. This is your capital letter K. In standard books, it has been written kappa, but here we use that is capital letter K. So this is equal to epsilon by epsilon 0. So K is called dielectric constant of a material. So K can be defined in terms of force. So definition of dielectric constant. So let us take the ratio, that is F0 by Fm. F0, that is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 mod of Q1 Q2 by R square, and divided by, that is 1 by 4 pi epsilon into mod of Q1 Q2 by R square. So this is equal to epsilon by epsilon naught, and epsilon by epsilon naught is epsilon r, or this is equal to K. So K equal to F0 by Fm. It is the ratio between force F0 and Fm. F0 is the force between 2 point charges when the two charges are placed in vacuum or free space, and Fm is the force between the same 2 point charges when both are placed in a medium with the same distance. Now Coulomb's law can be written in terms of epsilon r over k. Coulomb's law, that is Fm equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught epsilon r mod of q1 q2 by r square, or it can be written as 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught k mod of q1 q2 by r square. Let us give you a typical example. K, the value of K for water is nearly 80. So Fm equal to F0 by K. So this is F0 by 80. That means if the 2 point charges are placed in water, then force will be reduced by a factor 80, that is F0 by 80. Thank you.